Right, Dave Goldsmith, again as I'm Green. Right, I'm gonna just give you a little video about what I've been going through. I know I've been busy doing uploads and all that because I've been doing other projects and stuff, but I'm gonna talk to you about this. Well, on a Wednesday night, on the 17th of February, I went to hang out with my mate today. My mate Gimli, he's in a band of the HighBreakers now. He used to be Drowned Saviour, but anyway, he's been had a message from the band, the company, one of those the company of the tour known as the Europe Tour Collective, type collective for people where you call it. Well, in other words, Europe Tour Collective. They're the company that do tours and all that. They're well known. Used to be a company. Well, we went there. Even they had a Gmail, like they got their mail from. We had an email from them about asking them for doing support for the band at the B2. So technically, they've been giving them a short notice, and they agreed to it. But they had got tickets since Saturday. That is like day before the Valentine's Day. They got tickets for it, and they know they had to make a deal for it. If here's what they made a deal for. Oh, excuse me. They made a deal for, one, if they sold over 10 tickets and they only cost like £6, like you get a ticket like this, because I got the ticket already in my hand. If they only cost £6 a ticket to go in, either you're going to pay a ticket or you can pay the door. So I bought it for a ticket because Gimli's got the ticket. Or tickets actually. And he said, when I've been told by Gimli, he said he managed to get it sold about over 10 tickets, as they had mainly got 14. If you manage to sold over 10, they'll get £60 in their band, in total, because if you get over 10 tickets. But here's the thing: if you get less, they get stupidly amount. Well, before I tell you what you get less, I'll tell you the bit. So I went over here for a bit during the day, just chill out, just during the day, just pass the time, and then we go off to the band practice so I can listen them out. Apart from all that, we got there, the band practice, and we got our lift down to the B2 to be prepared, so we can get it sorted out, have some food before we go, and have sound checks, everything, all that sort of thing. But here's what a shocker is. After they done their bit, and then even though it was a good gig that is, even though they did it a 3-piece instead of 4, after they done that part, and then the next band came up with afterwards, it was the AJQJ, whatever you call that's their new. As I was saying, since they done their part, after the AJQJs that came up and do their part, as we were just getting prepared to go and how they get their payment sorted. Well, here's the part of it that you should be surprised. The person who's organised it, who set up this tour thing, the Europe Tour Collective people, whoever just sorted out their payment out, they get, if you get even though the deal, what I said, if you get over 10 sold 10 tickets over, they'll get £60. But if they get less, it's £1 each a ticket they get paid. And you wouldn't believe it, they managed to sold mostly some tickets, like 4 or 5. It was 4. They get £4 in total to give just just in total in the band, not each person. And you wouldn't believe it, that the Europe Tour Collectives are kind of ripping them off. I'm a bit sick of it. When I've been notified at how much they get, I swear, if you get to those people who's into that kind of thing, you should retell. That's just kind of like a fucking rip-off, if you ask me. Seriously, when you do this sort of thing, make sure there's a catch. Make sure there's if you want to make some tour stuff, because even though I'm just a roadie to band HighBreaker, I'm just doing that. You need to be aware when it comes to this sort of thing, when it's making the gigs and stuff. Even though it's a gig, but you've got to be aware of these things. Because if you guys out there is in the band stuff, make sure there's a catch. Because it ain't easy doing rock and roll, all that kind of thing. You gotta think logical. It's kind of stupid if you ask me. I don't like it how that when I've been notified this, because even though Gimli's band, the HighBreakers, are just doing a support if only, but the main thing they concentrated on was the Painted Soul, Day Old Hate, and The City Is Ours. That's the band that was performing last night, because even Gimli's band and the other band that was there were supportive. So just be aware, if you need to go see a gig, if you're doing a gig or something for supportive or anything, make sure there's a catch. That's the thing, you've got to be aware of these things. It's not fair on, I know it's annoying and it's a gig, you've got to be aware. When it comes to payment in a gig, you've got to be aware of it as well. That's why I'm trying to share you guys out there who's in a band, who's helping the band, you've got to be aware of these things as well. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on these things. So yeah, please, if you want to know more about this, please don't forget to check out some more stuff online if it's something related to bands. If you want to see more of my stuff, don't forget to subscribe down on this corner down here, and then don't forget to the link description down below, and feel free to check out the band of HighBreakers if you want to see their stuff. So yeah, don't forget guys, keep it rocking.